Part C. So this is a two-part question. In part C1, we're told that the probability of A given n is equal to 1 over 3, and we're asked to find the value of x. So I copied in here the table. Let's recall the conditional probability formula, which is given in the formula booklet. We're told that the probability of A given B is equal to the probability of A and B over the probability of B. Therefore, the probability of A given M is simply going to be the probability of A and M over the probability of M. So let's see what each of these probabilities are. So probability of A and M. That's the probability that if we pick an adult at random, if we pick a person surveyed at random, that they are an adult and they prefer milk chocolate. So it's these people over here. And there are X people out of 160 people surveyed. Therefore, the probability of A and M is simply X divided by 160. And now what's the probability of M? Well, that's the probability that if we pick a person surveyed at random, that they prefer milk chocolate. And it's these people over here. They could be an adult or children. They just have to prefer milk chocolate. So the probability of M is going to be 48 plus X over 160. We're picking out of 160 people who were surveyed. Okay, so we have probability of A and M. We have probability of M. So the probability of A given M, probability of A and M over probability of M. So X over 160 divided by 48 plus X over 160. We have a fraction in the numerator that's over 160, a fraction in the denominator that's over 160, so these cancel. And we're left with X over 48 plus X. Now we are told that this probability is equal to 1/3. So now let's set X over 48 plus X equal to 1/3. And now we can solve for X. Well, if we cross multiply over here, we're left with 3x equals 48 plus x times 1, so just 48 plus x. Okay, so let's subtract x from both sides. So 2x equals 48, and therefore x is equal to 48 over 2, which is 24. That's the answer to part C1. Now in part C2, we're told that a person is chosen at random from those surveyed, and we have to write down the probability that they're an adult who prefers milk chocolate. Well, an adult who prefers milk chocolate is these people over here. So this is simply the probability of A and M. They are an adult and they prefer milk chocolate. And in part C1, we found that this probability is equal to X over 160. And we just found that X was equal to 24. So this is going to be 24 over 160. So that's the probability. And if you want to simplify this, I guess we can just go to our calculator. 24 over 160, 0.15. So that's the answer to part C2.